He's not been to the moon yet, but he's going to try and take us there. Please make a French connection with Arnold Oswald.
Hi. One night in autumn 1609, a man aims at the sky his brand new telescope, and for the first time, a human being sees mountain on the moon. Now, a few centuries later, another man walks around and gazes at the sky, but this time, that's the Earth he sees. You see, in 1969, a human being is walking on the moon. 3.5 centuries separate Galileo from Apollo 11. That makes up for about 15 generations. Just such a huge change in perspective in such a small amount of time. What happened? The spreading of the scientific method. Yes, we're going to talk about the scientific method. Now, some of you might be disappointed. Or, space exploration got me excited, but then it shifted on a boring subject. But it's true, I get it. Scientific method sounds a bit cold in our collective imaginations. When I was younger, I thought it was about serious people in white coats following blindly a rigid protocol. And that's exactly why I'm inviting you right now to put aside your biases and see it with new eyes. So, what is exactly this magic recipe? Well, everything begins with an idea. You know that subject that intrigues you, you already have an opinion on it. Well, you can write it down somewhere, make a kind of gamble, a prediction. That's an hypothesis. Keep it for later. Now for the surprising part. You're not looking for evidence that your idea is valid. No. You're looking for evidence that your idea is wrong. Not really intuitive, so what's the plan? Well, test your idea, test its opposite, test your instruments, they might be broken. In short, experiment. And then you take a step back and put on your detective coat. That's the analysis. You have to classify the clues, put aside false testimonies, and finally, you can compare your predictions and the observation. And that's the best part, because either you were wrong, but you learned something new along the way, or you're right, and your idea stays valid. Well, to be precise, it stays valid up to the point where you or someone else finds a flaw in it. And there it is, the magic recipe that took us to the moon, a method that systematically questions what it produces. Why would I be wrong instead of why would I be right? Now, as you heard, there's no need to talk about 8-dimensional vector space. Despite its name, the scientific method isn't reserved to scientists. So here is the take-home message. The scientific method is just a way of thinking, an adventurous guide to see things more clearly. There was a time where it did not exist, and there was a time where it wasn't accessible to everybody. But today, neither are true, and I think this is as marvelous as your human working on the moon. Thank you.